The issue under discussion is the evacuation of WHK farmers who have been given an ultimatum to vacate the Nyae Nyae Conservancy area within 30 days. I'm here together with the state farmers from WHK, as I introduced them just now, from WHK, who will later also speak from themselves and narrate, the situations they are facing in WHK. In the attached letter, you will find all relevant background information relating to this issue, how it started, and where is it at the current situation. In late 2016, I have sent my Deputy Secretary General, Honorable Kandrodu, to visit WHK area to consult with the affected farmers and to find a solution to their plight and difficult living conditions. I have been informed that the issue has been resolved by the Ministry of Agriculture by that time, where boreholes have been identified where they should have been relocated. It is now news, really to me, to hear that the state community has been given an ultimatum to vacate the area within a period of 30 days.
So, Comrade, the Minister was the Minister of Agriculture and Land. Maybe he has something to say, because I pulled him out from the meetings he was having. Do you know anything about this issue?
Thank you, Comrade President. Just to cut the story short, Comrade President, a submission was brought to the Cabinet. And that submission had various resolutions. One was, of course, the issue of the cattle. But there were also resolutions about what will happen to the people that came in. And to the best of my recollection, I think the resolution then was that people should go back where they came from. Now, whether that happened, I don't have the competence and the authority to say. And then the issue of the water, Comrade President, you may recall, as soon as you assumed office as president of the country, you did plan and you did undertake visits, the town hall visits. I think you chose WHK as the first stop. And you also included me in your delegation to WHK. And I know that the issue of the provision of water was raised at that meeting. And you did ask me to respond to that question at that stage. And the question, the response was, even though I'm not the Minister of Water now, but I think it remains, that the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Forestry, through the Directorate of Rural Water Supply, has got the mandate to supply water to rural communities. Now, people who are settled in the conservancy is not, strictly speaking, an area that is declared for settlement. I think it is an area that is governed by laws and regulations from the Ministry of Environment and Tourism. And then my response was, if that area could be legally declared as now a settlement for people, then surely it will follow that the Minister of Agriculture will have that responsibility to supply water to them. But for as long as it is a conservancy, there's no way. And concerning the people that were in WHK, because there was also an issue that those in the WHK settlement area, which is proclaimed a settlement area, I think, I don't know whether it has reached the village council status now, there it is the responsibility of the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development through maybe the regional councils also. So that is what I can state here for now, Comrade President, as far as what I can remember concerning this issue. Thank you very much.
Left it to me, Comrade President, I would maybe recommend as follows: to form a committee. A committee could be formed, the Comrade President, and the Comrade President could decide, either under the chairpersonship of the Minister of Land Reform, since it's a communal area we are talking about. Bring in fact, the other one, President, I forgot, is the Minister of Environment. Because of the conservancy there, the certain functions in terms of the law. So, which means now, the Minister of Land Reform, the Minister of Urban, the Minister of Environment, the traditional authority in the area, the Ochozonjupa Regional Council. In fact, by law, the people who must even remove physically the fences are the land board. So maybe the chairperson of the Ochozonjupa Land Board, a representative from the Office of the Attorney General, because of these High Court judgments and so forth, could maybe plus the representative of the local authority, I mean traditional authority, pardon me, President, in that area where we had now that letter of complaint. So they could sit together, come up with an amicable recommendation, which could be maybe looked at, Your Excellency. I so submit.
I want to solve the problem. How you are going to compose your technical side, that's for you to do that. I am saying let's solve the problem. There are people, and when I was there, I could see the hatred. When I was there, I could see, as you say, it was ugly. I didn't know it was so deep, Herero versus what you call, but I could see there was this thing going on. So there's a tension, we must intervene. We don't have to wait until somebody is killed, while we are still waiting for these committees and laws and so on. I asked how many are they? Now the 20 maybe communities and so on, household. You have cattle, you are not going to know the cattle. Where did they come from? We have to know that too. But is there a way to, if people are fighting, you have to separate them? So the committee must go and look at it, not to find out that they can stay there or so on, to look for solution. By following your laws, everything, but not to file it away for 1 year and then later on come back to it. But to really address it, you can solve it. I don't say don't break any laws. Have a meeting, consult everybody, but solve the problem, because there is a problem there. I was there. I could see the tension there. I didn't know, as you put it, it was a tribal. I thought maybe somebody talking too much and other one, therefore they happen to disagree. But there was a problem. I was there. Who was with me there? You were there? Yes, yes. So we listened to that. It was a fight, basically. I could see that thing. Now, as it says, tribal, in a Namibian house, children have to live together, so we have to solve the problem. So you go and use your laws, don't break the laws, but solve the problem.